Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Welcome back to the live stream. Sorry for my absence. It was self-imposed and I love the world. And welcome to my Saturday afternoon. I'm late, but I wanted to prepare myself and make sure I had all my ducks in a row. And I invited my friend Daniel over, who, come on over, Daniel. We're sitting on the couch together. This is my good friend and my brother. You've seen him a few times on the videos, and we're just going to kind of hang out and go through some reaction stuff. And it's Memorial Day weekend, right?
It is.
Right, and so he's here to spend some time with his brother in arms. Not that he's ever been in the military, but that's okay. But he's here spending some time with his good friend. So that being said, I've got a playlist all set up, the stuff we're going to go through. All the links are down there. Don't forget, always please like and subscribe the original stuff. I'm not asking you to like and subscribe my stuff, but go there. It's all their original stuff. I mean nothing but peace and harmony to folks. I mean nothing but respect to the original content providers. Just trying to for us to grow into a community together. And one of the things I wanted to highlight on before we get going into this is that a lot of the stuff that we're watching today, or some of the stuff, is kind of military-ish, but it is Memorial Day weekend, right? And one of the things I wanted to just kind of throw out to the world is that, sometimes there's a lot of soldiers and they come back and they, they're at home and it's quiet and the kids are bothering them. And I don't know if they've ever thought about maybe reaching it or watching these type of videos in order to kind of get a dopamine level, so that, because a lot of times, it goes back to, a lot of times babies, infants, they cry when they're first brought home because everybody tries to be really quiet, but it's loud in the womb. You're you're underwater, you can hear all of the stuff because babies can hear, they say play music, right? So you get home and it's shh, and it's literally, I've heard really good things that moms say, turn the vacuum cleaner on, not in the room, but because it's that they have a hard time. So anyway, that to me is like a soldier coming home. They're used to all of this internal input. And so maybe just participating in that will, kind of anyway, I don't know. I just throwing that out there. It's just important that we recognize that mental illness is mental illness, and all that. So I appreciate you letting me just run my mouth there, Daniel. All right. So anyway, okay, we're gonna. We're going to turn the mic down and just go through a couple of videos, and we're going to be just, if we want to jump in, we'll talk. But, got the art. I got the art over there in that direction, and so anyway, cheers. Oh, before we get going, as we always want to try to do, is you want to say a prayer with me?
Sure.
God, thank you so much for this wonderful day. Thank you for the roof over our heads, the food in our bellies, and the clothes on our backs, shoes on our feet. It's a wonderful Saturday. Thank you for all the peace and blessings you've bestowed on everybody. Give us the strength to help somebody in need. Give us the courage to do it and the wisdom to ask God to provide someone who needs our help, and for us to be men and women of God to help people that need it. Anyway, give thanks and blessings to all the service members and all the warriors throughout all time that have stood up for their family and their people and have fought a good fight. And give blessings to all of those people who remain that have lost loved ones in war and conflict, and may you send angels out to everybody to lift them up. In the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, we ask all these things, keep every word out of my mouth true, and everything honest and love coming forward. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Just turn the mic off.
Life is a dance. This whole planet is a dance. I just have to look out the window and watch a tree swaying in the breeze, and I start swaying in time with that tree. Oh my goodness, and I'm going to get emotional. But I love dancing with trees. It's the most extraordinary thing. The wind is the tree's dance partner. When this breeze comes up and it starts fluttering in their branches, and then the whole body can sway, it's just beautiful. There's just so much beauty, so much connection, so much joy that we can have if we just looked at things differently. If we just weren't so self-absorbed as a species. It isn't just about us and the next thing that you can buy. It's like we have these holes in us that we're trying to fill up with stuff. We feel lost, we feel alone as a species. And we're feeling that because we systematically set ourselves out on a journey of separating ourselves. But we are absolutely part and parcel of this. I just wish everybody could feel what is there for us, because you wouldn't experience one moment of loneliness ever again. We have been blessed with an incredible planetary home. There is extraordinary wisdom around us. It's an evolved wisdom, a wisdom that has developed over time. We just need to listen to those who are older and wiser and get this planet, who have worked out how to live well and wisely within this beautiful planetary home. And those are the species that have been around a lot longer than us. So they are the trees. They are the animals. They are the microbes. If we can just take the intelligence we have and temper it with wisdom. If we could answer every time yes to this question, are we creating conditions conducive to all life? Then the world's our oyster. There's this responsibility on the one side, but almost a duty to live life to the full. Because we're this only planet that actually has granted us this ability to be with life on Earth, to feel that we're this part of this community of life. I sit next to a plant and I'm grateful for the oxygen it's providing me, but I'm happy that I'm giving carbon dioxide in return. What I'm breathing out is what you're taking in, and what you're breathing out is what's giving me life. And how am I helping to fit into the natural cycles? How can we start to live in that same generous way, where it's generosity towards your own species, but also very much towards a broader community of life? I've always found it easier to love others more than myself. That's part of our journey, to learn to love and accept ourselves for who we are. I think in doing that, that has also helped me to then express more of who I am. You know, not hiding anymore that I am this rather daft woman who feels rather deeply, but that is who I am. I think the most important thing for me is learning to connect with everything around me.
Clearly you deserve to know what's going on. You out there in the world, yes, you, I'm talking to you. So clearly not only can two women not,
oh my God, really?
like, it's like, I'm going to go to the restroom, I'm going too. I'm like,
because you changed your mind.
no, because you were going to, and it's live, and we have this wonderful thing played in the background, and I want to be respectful to the content in the background, and it's live, and I love the world, and I'm having such a great time, and I'm here with you, and I'm going to the restroom.
One of us has to go.
Okay, well, why don't you go to the restroom, and when you get back, I'll go, and I'm going to continue. I'm going to back this up a little bit, because I love the music and what this person's saying. It means a lot to me, and I think it's important. And, you know, it's like, what's Joyce Meyer say? She's like, I was holy and loved people until everybody got home. Oh, anyway, I love that. These people are so good since we've hit pause here, right? Please go to their YouTube channel and check out their stuff. They seem to be very nice people. I'm going to run through the rest of it. I'm not going to stop the rest of it. But we are kind of just hanging out, and this is like, you know, part of my life, and like what Daniel and I do when we hang out, we watch cool stuff. And so, anyway, just this is their stuff, and I know it's important for content creators to acknowledge the people that support them, and the Patreon people are like, they're like little angels for content people. And so just always remember to like and subscribe their stuff. This is all taken off of their YouTube channel. I'm not affiliated with anybody. There's Daniel. I'm not affiliated with the government. Nobody, nothing. It's just me, David Cody Peppers, out in Atlanta, Georgia, in Sylvan Hills. Got connected to the internet and has too much information at his fingertips. And there you have it. So anyway, I love everybody. I really do hope. Peace. Peace. So anyway, these are these wonderful people that donated to their channel, not mine. I'm not, and I just want to say this to anybody who's listening, right? If anyone out there is thinking that I'm trying to like grift or what, there is I have not asked anyone for one red cent. You can't find any way to give me money. There's no Patreon link somewhere down below. You know, look, eventually one day in the world future, I just want to sell my painting at the end and, you know, and see what happens. Right? That's 60 days free everything. I just don't want to like step on anybody's toes or do something I'm not supposed to do. Right, and so now I have the little window up here. I can totally see the YouTube thing. I screwed that up last time because I didn't ever look at that. I only looked at my software one. Anyway, yeah, make sure you do the original stuff. You like and subscribe, and I'm gonna. Put this back up here. Now Daniel's back. Mm-hmm. Can you? You can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
I'm going to the bathroom now. So okay, I'm going to turn the mic off. Okay. Just out of respect to the content creator. Okay, mm-hmm. Just because I want to be respectful.
Of course.
I'm going to leave the mic off until the end, and I want to make sure all their credits come up so that all their people, because these folks spent way more resources and than I do, you know, and this is like art, and you know, I'm gonna replay this again in the future, like when I'm doing my art, and where it's not more of a chat. I just want to just kind of start it gets much more exciting and much more like action packed with jets and stuff, but I just wanted to always remind everybody that, you know, this is, we're supposed to take care of stuff. Clean air, clean water, right?
Right.
You know, I try not to step on a spider. Okay, anyway, so I'll be back.
Sip, it's just the way I'm holding it, like every time I sip it.
Okay, so, all right, you want to ask me that question again?
Is it like okay for me to like be like, you know, flashing Anton's Wonderful Person logo on the cup every time I take a sip?
Okay, actually,
it wasn't on purpose. I just happened to notice, you know.
Look, the answer to your question is yes, you may, because the first time I did my Anton, like last week when I was doing the live stream and did him, I acknowledged him and I showed the cup and I pointed at it, and everybody said, I'm only doing it because I support. Mm-hmm. That goes back to everything I say about supporting people, mm-hmm. right? And I love coffee, and and I love it. In case you didn't get it, it's full of Wonder Person, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so.
We had this discussion.
Okay, anyway, so I'm now, because I don't want to like urinate on the floor, I'm going to go to the bathroom now.
I've always found it easier to love others more than myself. That's part of our journey, to learn to love and accept ourselves for who we are. I think in doing that, that has also helped me to then express more of who I am. not hiding anymore that I am this rather daft woman who feels rather deeply. But that is who I am. I think the most important thing for me is learning to connect with everything around me. We have the capacity for compassion, to really embrace that, but beyond our own species, to be able to share that level of compassion and empathy with all others, I think is, for me, what my human journey is. There is so much potential, so much love for us to experience beyond ourselves as individuals and as an individual species. And I just wish that for everyone. Let's make the most of it. And making the most of it will mean actually being fully part of the community of life and learning how to actually live together with the rest of life on Earth. It's a returning, it's a reawakening, a reconnecting. If this was my last day, I would fill it with dance. I would dance with life.
To all of you who have contributed, for those of you who've shared our films, for those of you who have written our comments, this journey is just beginning. And we've put a Patreon link below our films, so if you would like to continue to support us, we'd love for you to donate below. Thanks so much.
I mean, I need to find myself. Because, sweetie,
So, what did you think? Was that pretty?
Yeah, it was nice. I've felt that way for a long time, so it's very important that we get reacquainted, back in balance with nature, and we don't have to give up technology to do that either.
Let's see if we got any chats. We'll refresh this because it should pop up here. Hey everybody, got the mic on? Yeah. Let's see here. Anyway, we're gonna keep going here. I can check on my other one, see if there's a history on my phone. Anyway, so yes, please like and subscribe to the original stuff. This video is from two of my favorite British shows. I promise there's jets and planes and comic books after this, but this is kind of like, I'm just trying to introduce myself, but this is kind of like my art, and people, it's like a collage of videos, and because I'm such a cinema buff, and my PTSD and my mental, all the way I recycle information, it's like I can have a thought and be in a certain situation, and like a movie clip will pop in my mind of something I've watched, and so this is kind of like what's in my brain, and like when something happens and I have a thought, how it comes across. So anyway, this but I did not, I had nothing to do with any of the original Downton Abbey or Absolutely Fabulous videos, nothing whatsoever. I just, because I've watched them so many times and I love them and they're such great quality, and you know, I with respect, I'm using them as a reflection and a message of me and who I am. And so no, I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? So just everybody out there listening, it's so easy to lose this mouse. So I hope y'all enjoy, and away we go.
I mean, you know, I need to find myself. Because, sweetie, I've been to paradise, but I have never been to me. I need to kind of, you know, see who's in there. Whom me be.
Did he pass or not?
Mr. Mosley, I'd be very glad if you would join the teaching staff at the village school.
I'll be.
Very good of you to come up tonight to tell me.
Does that mean you're going to be a teacher now and not a servant? So when will you be leaving?
Give him a moment. There's a lot to be settled. Of course there is. I'm impressed, Mr. Mosley. There are Oxford and Cambridge graduates who know far less than you do. You should be proud. Good night.
Mr. Dawes, thank you very much.
Well done, Mr. Mosley.
It'll be you next.
I doubt it, but thanks.
We should celebrate. Come into the kitchen while I get the dinner going. There's a bottle of wine there, Mr. Carson wouldn't mind.
Is that the end of service for you?
Service is ending for most of us, Daisy. I've just got a head start.
Will you miss it?
Let's face it, I was never going to make butler. Well, not in a proper house like this one. And from now on, there's going to be more and more people chasing fewer and fewer jobs, so it's probably time. And this seemed like a good way to go.
Well, I'm glad. You deserve it.
I never think I deserve anything. Perhaps I've been wrong all along.
Why should you? You used to believe the people who run the country. And maybe one of you will run the country one day. How about that?
That's daft. Only toffs run the country.
No, you see, you must never think that education is only for special people, you know, for clever people, for toffs. Education is for everyone.
You would say that's a...
Yes, I would. But I'm not anyone special.
You're a teacher.
I'm a teacher now, but I'm an ordinary bloke. I've spent my life in service, fetching and carrying.
You were a servant.
I was. I am. And I was glad to get the work.
My mum's in service. She works for Mr. Travis at the vicarage. Dad's a gardener at Skelton Park.
But I never gave up on learning, do you see? I read as much as I could, and I taught myself. And I hope to be able to teach you. Maybe give you the shortcut that I never had. Right.
What will you drink if you stop drinking? I should drink water. It's a mixer, Patsy. We have it with whiskey. I don't know what it's like. I mean, you've given up drinking before. Worst 8 hours of my life. Right, it's me. I'm on my way.
You got the garment.
Which is what's ridiculous. So all of that I just said, nobody heard.
Right.
Oh, I was talking to them.
Oh.
Because this is a live stream. Why would somebody... Anyway. My friends, I'm sorry. I got a little kind of... I've got a copyright little thing, and I'm trying to be very... I did not want to... So, just to make sure my audience knows that the Dance with Life, that video, I've reached out to those folks, and I have written permission to share their videos, and I do it with respect and love. And the one that I did, that I edited and overlaid and everything, that particular video, I'm trying to work everything out. And so I'm gonna take a pause real quick on the live stream and just and I'll pick it back up on the same thing, and we'll go from there. So thank you very much, and I'll see you guys back, and then we'll pick up with the jet. Hopefully that's not what it is, and we'll go from there. But I just want to make sure everybody's cool. So I'm gonna end the stream, and we'll pick it back up under the same heading, and we'll